So this comes back to those values that we have, and the core values that we think there's two that really matter to us. One is we want folks who default to action because we don't sit next to them every day, so we don't know. We have to have a lot of trust in them, and we trust people who tend to just get stuff done. And so we're looking for people who are inquisitive, curious, who are self-starters, and who are just tend to like go solve problems. So we like to ask questions like, tell us about a project you started at in your last role, or tell me about a side project that you worked on the side, or tell us about a time when you didn't have all the information that you needed to make a decision. We want to understand, like, is this the type of person who just goes and figures it out, or are they looking for other teammates to help them along the way? Like, we're trying to understand where they're coming from. Another big thing for us is written communication. So default to transparency is another core value of ours. If you want folks to take action, you need to be transparent with them. And so that means you need to give them all the information that exists so that they can make a smart decision. And so we want to see folks who tend to write things down, who share it back to the team well, who can summarize well. And so as part of that, like, we often have a skills portion of every interview. And typically that involves some sort of writing element where we want them to summarize some bit of information. There's like a lot of details, there's a lot of nitty-gritty stuff, and we want them to write down a quick summary, a quick overview, like condense some of this stuff, try and teach back to the rest of us what they've learned. And that ends up being like a pretty valuable indicator that this person can communicate well in a remote setting. So those are pretty critical things that we're looking for for folks who work in a remote team.